Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to a new junk journal with me video. I am hoping to put out a whole bunch more junk journal with me videos, so here is the first in a while. This is a page that I've been planning to create to welcome the autumn season here in Australia. We're already well into autumn, so I'm a bit late with this, but I still wanted to do it. I had this idea of creating a little paper cardigan or jumper. I've done something similar to this before and included it in one of my junk journal kits that I sold, and I wanted to create a larger version and something that has a bit more texture. So I picked a piece of scrapbook paper that I thought could work well for this, and I sketched out the shape of a little cardigan, and then I'm using another piece of the same paper and creating the back side of the cardigan. So this was a bit of a experiment. I didn't know if this was going to work out the way that I imagined, but it did work out really, really well. So I picked a piece of scrapbook paper that I thought could work well for this, and I sketched out the shape of a little cardigan, and then I'm using another piece of the same paper and creating the back side of the cardigan. So this was a bit of a experiment. I didn't know if this was going to work out the way that I imagined, but it did work out really, really well. I picked a scrapbook paper that had a double-sided design, so one side has flowers and the other side is plain pink, and I felt like that would help to make this look more realistic, because a lot of jumpers and cardigans and jackets will have a different lining to the outside. So you can see once I've got the shape of the cardigan, I've cut it into separate pieces. So I've got the back of the cardigan, and then I've got the front, which I've cut into two because I want to add some buttons and I want to make this look like a real cardigan that kind of opens out on the page. I'm trying out all the different variations of how this could look by flipping it around and just seeing which side I want to be the front and which side I want to be the lining, and I decided to put the flowers on the outside of the cardigan. So you can definitely do your own version of this. It was pretty easy to create, and you'll see once I add some finishing touches to this, it really comes together. So I put this through my sewing machine and I stitched in some of the shape of the cardigan and some little extra texture and details. And then I'm using the Mini Evolution die cut machine on my desk here, and I'm using the embossing folder that came with it to add this sort of knit texture to the pieces of card. I think it turned out really well. This little zigzaggy embossing folder works well for a sort of knitted cardigan sort of vibe that I'm going for. So I put that through for both parts of the front of the cardigan. I didn't put the backing piece through because I want that to glue down on the page. Then I have these little buttons that I want to add to one side of the cardigan, so I'm going to stitch those on with some more red thread, and then I'm drawing in the little details of the buttonholes. I did think about sort of poking some holes here, but I thought I didn't want to rip it, and so I just used a red pen and I just drew some little buttonholes on the other side. Now to stitch the buttons on, I had to do sort of like a classic knot through these because the paper made it kind of hard to do a regular stitch like you would with a button. The knots were going straight through the paper, so I had to kind of tie it off like you would with a shoelace, and then I added little dots of glue as well to help secure those stitches. And then I'm using some coloured pencils to add a little bit of shading around the cardigan. Now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to add this to my page. So I want the cardigan to be able to open out so that you can see the inside of it. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to put anything inside it at this stage, if I'm going to do any journaling or slip anything inside of it, and I'm still figuring out the whole configuration of this little piece. So I found this little plastic coat hanger in my stash. I've had this for such a long time. I think my friend Renee gifted me this, and it is really cute. I've never really known how to use it, but I realized that it would fit perfectly inside this little cardigan. So I'm going to try and incorporate that as well a little bit later on. I'm looking through my little box of papers, and I am just looking for things to incorporate on the page, and I found this pretty little floral scrap, which I felt like would really elevate the cardigan and look really nice as the lining on the inside. So to do that, I'm again just tracing the shape that I've already pre-cut, and I'm going to recut that out and see what it looks like. I was just going to have the inside plain pink, but I felt like this beautiful floral worked so well, and it made it look more realistic as a cute little coat or cardigan. Now, since I have two backing pieces for the cardigan, I'm considering my options for how I can add this coat hanger and the way that I can secure it all together to give me little secret pockets. So you'll see me just sort of playing around with this, trying to figure out how it's going to work, and I'm using my sewing machine to stitch different pieces together. I ended up stitching the original backing piece of the cardigan to the floral lining, and then I have like a secret pocket in between there, and then I've also stitched the shoulders of the cardigan to the backing piece. So at this moment it's still a little bit flimsy and movable, and I'm just figuring out how I'm going to attach everything onto the actual page so it's actually a usable piece. I ended up gluing the back piece straight down, and then I'm also securing the arms of the jumper or cardigan down onto the page as well, and then I'm leaving the middle part of this jumper open so that you can open it up. And it's turned out pretty much exactly as I had imagined it, and then the little plastic coat hanger can slip inside and you can actually pull it in and out, which I think is a really cute touch. These printables are from my Etsy shop. They're from the pack called Cabin, and I think that this pack helps to portray autumn quite well. It's got some really nice like warm autumn colours and some little illustrations of little cabins like in the woods with smoke coming out of the chimney. So it gives a cozy vibe, and I want to include one of those little pictures of the cabin on the page somewhere. So I'm just picking which one I want to incorporate, and then I'm also looking through the rest of the pack and seeing if there's any patterns or papers that I would like to use. It's really just a process of eliminating pieces, just trying them on the page, seeing how they look. It's kind of like trying on clothes. So you put it on the page, see if it works. If it doesn't, take it away. If it does, you can keep it and integrate it into the page. I've also got some fun little journal cards here that I'm trying to work into the page, and I'm just sort of just figuring out how everything is going to be laid out on the page so that everything can shine. I've slipped a journal card inside the actual cardigan itself in that secret back pocket, and then I'm working out where I want to stick my little cabin illustration, and then I also have another little piece that I want to attach. I'm using my Scrabble alphas to write autumn on the page, and then I'm just going to start securing things down. It's really just a matter of playing around with the pieces, having fun with it, and just getting into sort of a flow state where you're just enjoying the process, just letting your creativity and your joy take the lead of the page. Every page in your journal, or your art journal, or your scrapbook, or your sketchbook, whatever type of notebook you're using, has so much potential to evolve into something different to the one before. And so I have so much fun just exploring the different options and trying things that I haven't tried before, and allowing my creativity to grow through play in this book, because it's not that serious. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to have a gorgeous end result, but you'll find that if you enjoy the process, it often will have a gorgeous end result because you've had fun with it and you've let your creativity grow. I'm adding some beautiful little yellow labels to the page as well. The yellow colour works great for autumn, and then the page is kind of coming together. I'm just looking for anything else that I might like to add, anything that should be added to an autumn page. I have a plastic tub full of papers that I set aside for myself, so things that I really love that I think I'd like to use for myself, I chuck into this box, and then I slowly work them into my junk journals. I pulled out a little wheelbarrow chipboard piece full of autumn leaves and this little scrap of vintage paper, which is like a see-through, I don't even know what this is, just like a little aged piece of paper. And I'm stapling that straight down on the page just to add a bit of extra texture and some layering to the page. And then I've stuck down the little chipboard wheelbarrow, which is actually a sticker. So a very convenient little piece from Craft Consortium. For the tag that slips inside the cardigan in the secret pocket, this is a journal card that says checklist, and I'm going to turn this into my autumn checklist or my autumn bucket list. And some of the things that I put on this list we have already done this autumn, but because I'm late to create this page, I still included it and I just checked them off as complete. And there's a few other things on there that I was still yet to do at the time of creating this page. But because this piece gets really hidden inside the cardigan because it's a little bit small, I used another scrap of the same floral paper and I created a little pull tag so that it doesn't get lost inside. So I folded over the scrap of paper, I stapled it along the bottom so it hangs out, and then I added another one of those little yellow labels. Now I'm just using my pen and filling in a few little spaces. So I wrote pull on the tag and I wrote collect an autumn leaf here on the little frame piece that's on the left side, because at this point in time I had not collected an autumn leaf. So to finish off the page, I'm also just checking through some of my own printables. I have so many printables in my Etsy shop. And I have here some little prompted cards, which are really great for helping to fill out your pages and prompting some little bits of writing. I also have some illustrated linens here, which I thought might work well for the page. I also have a little prompt sheet, which has some journaling prompts that you can just cut out and stick to a page, and then you can respond to it. Again, this is just a process of elimination, just trying things out on the page and seeing if they work, and if they don't, it's fine, but if they do, you may find something that fits really well for the page and helps it come together. These prompted cards have so many different types of things that you can fill in, but I selected the orange one that says I'm feeling, and then it has some check boxes for different emotions you might be feeling and a little space to do some journaling. I also cut out 2 little journaling prompts from my prompt sheet, and I'm going to stick those on 2 different places on the page and fill in some journaling as well. Sometimes it's really handy to have prompts on hand if you're not sure what to journal about. If you feel like writing something but you're not sure what to write, you can use prompts to get yourself thinking and to get yourself writing. I wanted to layer that prompt card onto the page, so I had to do a little bit of surgery to the paper. It got a little bit ripped, but it worked out fine. And then you can see I'm sticking those prompts straight down. These were actually printed on some label paper, so they are sticky. I can just peel and stick them and then respond to them. And these are things that I kind of forget that I have sometimes, so it's good to actually look through that stuff and try to put some of it to good use. Here's a look at the page with some journaling filled in, and now it's time to finish off the page with some finishing touches. So I'm pulling out some coloured pencils and I'm adding a few little like messy borders and drawings to the page to fill in some of that white space. I'm not a big fan of white space. I like to go maximal on my pages. I like to fill in all the little gaps, and then I always like to add stickers as well. Stickers are usually the last step for me. I like to just embellish the page, add those little tiny details that just bring it all together. So on this page, I ended up leaving the cardigan lining just to speak for itself. There's definitely places in there where you could add more things, or you could tuck more things into it. You could also stitch on some little pockets and and then tuck things inside the pockets. Like, there's so many other things you could do with that idea. On the left side of the page, there's a journal card that's blank at the moment. I wrote collect an autumn leaf here. Again, I didn't have one yet, but now that I'm actually voice-overing this video like a week later, I've got lots of gorgeous autumn leaves that my daughter has selected for me. So I'm definitely going to stick 1 or 2 of those down onto that little box. Another thing that I had on my autumn bucket list was to thrift some clothes for autumn. And I haven't been to the op shop for a while, so I've been really craving going and just looking through the clothes, which always takes a really long time. I went to 2 op shops or thrift stores yesterday, and I actually got really lucky and I found a bunch of clothes. It was nice to be able to check off a few things off my bucket list for autumn. I absolutely love how this turned out. I love the little coat, the little cardigan, the little plastic coat hanger that fits so well. I think all the colours of the page work together so well. I hope that you enjoyed this little journal with me video. If you do like this type of video, make sure you check out my Junk Journal with Me playlist. I've got a ton of videos just like this, filled with inspiration and tips and tricks, and there's always more coming. I've got a ton of journaling to catch up on, so make sure you're subscribed. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Thanks for watching.